Man was just trying to make sure you was straight.
Yeah, bro.
You couldn't hit my nigga back. That's crazy.
Nigga said, I'm tired of closing my myself. That's what it was.
I
just look around.
You know that man Cam was really concerned. Yo, shout out to Cam, man, for being concerned. Say he tired of holding that department on his back, man. Gonna have back problem, fuck around lows.
The exact words. I already know how you be, man.
Yeah, man. Mic check. Morning Masters podcast. Joe's made, of course. Got my boy. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Before I say that, let me say something real quick, man. If I didn't think about it, bro, I'm sorry. Shout out to my man Kobe. Shout out to everybody. Kobe had posted something the other day. Kobe, that was in when you was here.
Yeah.
And he was saying something like, I don't know, I can't remember verbatim what it said. But it was something to the effect of, when you got a guest, you need to introduce your guest. Don't let them introduce themselves. It's your podcast. I don't know. I respect everybody's opinion. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing though. Like I'm gonna keep letting people introduce themselves. I don't know if it was something. I don't know because when he came on, I introduced him because I knew him. Mm-hmm. I know him for 10 plus years. So yeah, I'm introducing him. But I always get people. I feel like this, and this goes back, and this goes into like just podcasting, I guess, and you doing what's best for you and what you like to do. So, reason why I tell people to introduce themselves is for one, sometimes we don't have no extensive background type introduction. You've been here. Sometimes we come in, we start talking, we be cool. I get them comfortable, and then they start to talk. So when I say introduce yourself, it's to really just start getting you comfortable with talking. Mm-hmm. It's not that's why lazy. I can always make an intro, but I also feel like you're gonna do is set yourself apart. Mm-hmm. And I think me setting myself apart always I let the guests introduce themselves, let them say their name, whatever. That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just me. But he had said something down like, damn, that's kind of wild. But I don't think it was towards me. It's just, but to each his own. Like I said this when he started this podcast, that's what he want to do. Shout out to him. I'm happy for him. But I'm gonna keep doing it this way. So, mic check. More Masters podcast. Joe's made, of course. I got a special guest across from me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead.
Yo, it's I love you, Jace, man, formerly known as Jason X. But yeah, I love you, Jace. You can just call me Jace right now.
What if they don't love you?
Huh?
What if they don't love you?
Hey,
what they call you then?
Ain't for them,
bro. Oh, I like that. What's going on with the hat, man? Speak on the hat, man. You got a whole new.
It's just promo, man. You see the love on the hat, you know what I'm saying? To solidify, you know, the I love you with the name change and all that, you know.
What you been up to though? And it's not even a podcast necessarily about you, but I want to speak. We ain't did one in a good minute, so like, what you been up to?
I've been chilling for the most part, unwillingly, but yeah, been chilling at the crib. Just now I get back in the groove of things. It's fall now. Got some new beats and shit. Working on the EP, shit like that.
So, I wanted to kind of just talk on like some music stuff first. Kind of like you being an artist and you have like a artistic view of things. And it's the first thing we can get into. We just jump right into it. So you know we had a amazing music month. This is what people saying. Mm-hmm. You got Kanye dropped, Drake dropped. Who else dropped? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't heard the others. I'm still kind of listening to the Drake joint, and I listen to a lot of older music. I'm a big Sue Surf fan. Sue Surf dropped a project, and I've been watching a lot of freestyle battles and stuff. Just that's the kind of stuff I've been on. But I know some albums did drop.
Vince Staples
is a good rapper. I would never listen to it, but I would like to because he can't rap. I know you like that guy though because you always bringing him up.
Or he's very underrated. He don't get enough credit.
You know what though? I think sometimes. I feel like I've been handicapped on music with him because he interviews so well that I only want to hear him on podcasts. I don't know why. Like, I like his stories and his cadence and how funny he is. Like, I would talk to him. I don't want to hear him rap though. It's actually the opposite of how I feel most rappers are. Because most rappers I want to hear him rap, not talk. Mm-hmm. Him is the opposite. But when I heard him rap though, he can spit.
He knows that too. That's why he did what he did with this new album that's named after himself.
What did he do?
Like he basically dumbed it down, the rapper side of him, and tried to incorporate more so the personal side of him within the album. So people that like his interviews and like how he tweet and like the content version of him, they would like more of this music. and still the people that just like his music, aside from just the personality part, can like it too. It's like a version.
Let me ask you, music wise, before we get into anything in particular, right? How you feeling about the current music scene? Oh, Tyler the Creator dropped too. I heard he dropped a good project.
That was earlier though. We talking about this month.
Oh, so when he dropped? A long ago?
He dropped like May.
Oh damn! Yeah, cause I mean you talking about. Okay, my bad. It must have been Vince Staples. It was somebody that was in that kind of realm. Mm-hmm. But what do you think about current state of music right now? And I mean right now, I'm talking about the last 2-3 months. Let's take from the Cole project on down. Let's take from there.
We're in an amazing spot. Like last year was a fucking drought. Like people drop music and stuff, but it wasn't none of the heavy hitters. Like we got the heavy hitters out here now. Like and making spectacular bodies of work. Like some of them, not I ain't saying everybody. Everybody ain't dropping.
We gonna get into that.
Everybody ain't dropping spectacular bodies of work, but it's just amazing. Like everybody releasing, people going on tour now. It's some dope singles, all that. It's beautiful right now.
So I want to get into something. Matter of fact, that you said that. So the first thing I want to get on with everybody who's dropped. You said all the heavy hitters dropped, and yes, they have. One of them didn't yet. Do you think that he feels? Or I ain't gonna say it because you gonna say no. Do you think that because he would never do that? Kendrick, K-Dot. No, but do you think that there's more pressure now on Kendrick to drop either? I'm not gonna say a classic, but just to drop a high quality body of work, or is it not? It's no pressure on him. He could drop whatever.
I don't think it's whatever because like it's more so he not even. I don't think he worried about that. I think it's more so this is his last TDE project. He about to go into his own company, which is already made. Which shout out to Baby Keem. Baby Keem just dropped.
Yeah, the guy you was talking about last year.
Month.
That's
yep,
crazy.
He dropped this last month along with Kanye, along with Drake. That's the guy I had forgot. But yeah, it's more pressure on this being the last TDE project.
So he dropped a project right now, not right now, this year before December. He dropped a project this year, and it's not like that. So you tell me nothing changes then? Everything stayed the same?
I mean, people with the how to say this.
If you drop an album that's not better, let me call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Not better than Drake's, not better than Cole's. Does that change things when you talk about that conversation with them three guys, which are the only heavy hitters?
I don't think
in the game right now.
Because similar to basketball right now, LeBron went out in the first round. Does that mean Giannis is better than LeBron? That's what they're saying right now. They're saying Giannis is better than LeBron because he went to the finals last year. So that's his first time going to the finals, first time getting out of the Eastern Conference Finals, all that. And he beat KD. Well, he really just beat KD because that was the only motherfucker that was out there that was really out there balling and shit. Because Harden was injured and then Irving was injured. Does that mean that come on now?
No,
that's the same thing.
I'm only making faces, not to cut you off. I'm making faces. That's why I won't cut you off. I'm like, trying to keep my.
Yeah.
But I'm curious of who's Giannis, Drake, and KD
man.
because you brought it up and I'm like first time. Whoa, like I feel like those shots at J. Cole right now. I feel like you're shooting at Cole. I feel like Cole is Giannis. I feel like Cole is Giannis.
All right. So, but okay, yeah, we can go with that. I'm not saying Giannis is ass. I've had this conversation multiple times.
I know.
But
I don't want to get into basketball yet, but I'm saying like with the rappers and the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Them three, pair them up. Who's who? I want to know who's who. Who's who?
All right. So, of course, I got LeBron with Kendrick because the versatility that all the different things that he can do and stuff. Now you can say that about Drake too with the singing.
No. I want you to do your thing.
You can say that with Drake and the singing and stuff, but everybody know like since nothing was the same, which everybody been celebrating now because it's 8-year anniversary. He stepped back from like trying to make that type of quality of music. He just been kind of putting shit that's gonna hit like singles and shit like that. He been really based on pushing towards that. He haven't really put out a very focused, concise, lyrical, crazy, like full length like project like that. or even the songs. He do it sometimes with the songs, but it's not a consistent basis how it was from what So Far Gone all the way up to them. Nothing Was the Same. He just was going crazy, like going bananas with, like, you can tell, everybody can tell it's a fucking era. But so he's like KD to me. He's like KD to me, and then I would say Cole is like Giannis. Like, it's stuff that Drake and Kendrick can do that he can't do. And it's hard to get into like very specifics, but it's just like listening to their songs, it's things that they can do in their songs that he hasn't been able to do. That's why people, like, you hear a lot of people say they don't listen to Cole. You barely hear people say they don't listen to Kendrick or they don't listen to Drake. But it's mostly Cole out those three that, oh, I don't listen to him, I can't relate to him.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. So obviously I got similar, but I already knew our two were going to be different. The two, Cole and Giannis are just, he has to be Giannis. It's just,
he gotta be.
And it's not take away nothing from Cole, because I feel like on any given night, just like Giannis can be better than LeBron or KD at certain points of the game. I think Cole has moments where he's better than them too.
Oh yeah,
me personally, that's how I feel.
That's how I was looking right now.
But I like him as a rapper better than. I'm a big Drake fan, but I do like my rapper better than. So I can say that for Cole, and Cole flow is just amazing. But with K Dot, the only reason why I would call him KD in my opinion, I'm not saying I like LeBron better than KD, of course, but that's like you do as well. And I think that's kind of why we pair the one we like with LeBron. But in hindsight, if you think about it, I'm thinking about, okay, well, LeBron was in the league first, so he was around first. And then KD came, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like Drake was around first, then K Dot came, you know what I'm saying? K Dot, that's crazy too. But I looked at it like, look at Kevin Durant, the sniper. He's a specialist. He specialized in this, and that's how niggas look at Cole. I mean, look at Kendrick. Look at him like he specialized in the flow. He specialized in like this type of rap. This is him. So I always paired them two together on that. Not saying that one is better or one is not better. It's just that, like, reason why people like KD, as I feel like the same reason why people like K Dot, if that makes sense. And then with LeBron and Drake, I just feel like that relationship, not with them two, but just the love-hate relationship you have. You have people that consume music that just hate Drake. They haven't heard one song. They heard Too Sexy one time. This album is horrible. Yeah. They just any chance they can get to shit on Drake, they're gonna do it. Yeah. And that's the same thing with LeBron. LeBron missed a game winner. LeBron missed a layup. LeBron missed a three. He get blocked by Nate Robinson. Niggas talking about it 10 years later, like, bro, okay, it's a block. It's basketball. Just like music. Sometimes you're gonna like it. Sometimes you're not gonna like it. And I think that's why I make them comparisons. It's never to say, because technically speaking, all three niggas in the league. And all three are top dogs. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But obviously, people got their favorites. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, like you said, the name of Cole is, you'll find more favorites of Kendrick and you'll find more favorites of Drake before you find favorites of Cole. But that don't mean that it don't exist. Yeah. It's just that they have more. All right, that's all. And you said versatility. I do feel like Kendrick and Drake are both versatile. Obviously, with Drake singing, it's a little different. They write versatile. I think Drake pens more records than Cole. I know people like to joke on Drake because of the Meek and the Quentin Miller thing, but I think aside from that, we forget that he's written a lot of hits for other people as well. That look at Rihanna, you look at all of the people they work with and write with. You got to give him credit for, and then like you got to add it to LeBron, because a lot of people got a lot of credit because being paired up with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like if he put your arm around you, you next, or you staying, or like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think Drake has that kind of say so in the rap game. When he jump on your song, you get the Migos to Drake. You know, 21 Savage, you get Drake. You know, it's a lot of people that he just jumped on a song, or mentioned, or just championed, or coined, and they like everybody just drafted onto them. So that's my only thing. But like I said, I like all of them. I just wanted to make, when you said that comparison, I'm like, let's dig a little deeper into that. You know what I'm saying? But the music, let's get into the music part of it. I've known you for about 2 years now, and you're not the biggest Drake fan, like by no means. I know you're not. I won't call you a Drake hater, because I do know that you mess with that era. Yeah. But you also, it's another thing you said. You said something about the era, and I feel like we might also compare Drake to LeBron, because the era you talking about was LeBron's era with Miami, and I always compare Drake to that Miami Heat LeBron era. So it's like I just kind of pair them together. That's why. Yeah. But you you always talk about that era, so I know you like Drake around that time. I'm on one, take care, type that vibe. He was very consistent, young, no business oriented, just want to be the best at music. That's when you typically get your artist at his peak when he worry about the music. When the business stuff come on, you usually get not saying watered down, but you don't get the same artistry. Mm-hmm. Everything is kind of coined to business to match the art. So at that point, you're getting a different form of art. Mm-hmm. So I do know that you do like Drake. You don't hate him. I just say that because you're a Kendrick fan, of course. Yeah. And it's just fun to do. What's your take on the album, man? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little surprised at your tweets. Cause I seen you went to how many Donda parties did you go to? Listening parties?
Just one.
Oh, you drove to Atlanta. I remember that. You drove to Atlanta to go check Kanye out. You was giving him another chance, after chance. And then the album dropped. And you tweeted about it. It was very vague, very somber. He got shades on now, guys. Like, he don't want to even seem like... I didn't hear the album, so I can't have a take on it. But I don't want to do a take on Drake's without giving a mini take on Kanye's, because I feel like for some reason they wanted to go at each other, which really made no sense, but yeah. I get it. But it made them sense. So what's your take on the Kanye? I'm not listening to it. I will never pop it in, but what's your take on it?
It could have been way better. The listening party that I went to, you could tell some of the songs wasn't finished. It still was some mumbling in there.
Is it a gospel album?
No.
Okay, I keep hearing it's a gospel album, so I don't know.
It's mostly like
spiritual,
a Christian album. Like, he's a Christian, so it's like no cussing in it. But as far as content, well, no, it's not. It's not.
So would it be considered rap or?
It's still rap. Yeah, it's more rapping on that than anything. That's going on. Gospel would have been a lot of singing and shit. It's like sprinkled in there. It's like a few of that. But the sequencing was trash. I'm not gonna lie. Like, far as what I heard at that first listening party, and the way he had everything sequenced and it was flowing, and then it was features in there. Like, Pusha T was on I can't think of the name of the song right now, but it was called South Carolina, and in quotations, and they repackaged it without Pusha T. And there's no rapping on it at all. It's just a sample of his mom talking and shit. But they had it like his mom. They opened it up, his mom talking, and then the Donda thing happened, and then it was like, it was crazy. It was a wild experience.
I can't get into none of the memes or anything because I haven't heard the album. So when I'm seeing memes, I'm like, that might be funny, but I don't really know because I just refuse to listen to a Kanye album if he's not cursing and rapping. I just want a raw Kanye.
That's another thing. Like, I didn't like that. Like, that was my thing with the last album. Like, I heard this is basically kind of the same thing. Doing the shows, like doing the listening parties, everything was dirty. We hear the cussing and everything. We hear like the raw versions, like the fucking everybody going crazy off of what's his name from New York. He do drill music just like Pop Smoke did. Fabio, yes. Everybody was going crazy over Fabio. That's my favorite verse. That's my favorite verse on the album. One of my favorite verses of the year, no cap. Cause he went nuts. I ain't heard him go crazy like that.
He be spitting sometimes.
I never heard him go like that. And he went mad long. It was like 2 minutes of him just spitting. He had stopped and then you like, oh shit, that's it. And he came back in going nuts. Like, this shit was wild. Then you listen to the album version, is all clean. He's bleeping that out. I'm like, damn.
So has he spoken on what the mindset was behind him changing his album when it dropped versus all the parties and things he threw?
Nah, he ain't did no interview. He ain't did no interview to like really explain why he changed all that stuff. Why he added the baby on jail and tried to take Jay-Z off the motherfucker, and like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know with you being a Ye fan, I just feel like sometimes with things like this, like, I feel like you need an explanation as to why. Like, you want to know why. Yeah. But he going to come with some kind of excuse, like it's just artistry and I did this and it's going to be some genius move. Oh, that was genius what he did. Probably put a B-side album out with all the curses. I don't know. It's going to be something where some kind of Kanye. See, look at you already.
He did that.
Oh, boy. What we got into, man. Well, let's talk about CLB, though. Like, what you think about that?
First listen was crazy. Like, that's why I was tweeting.
You was excited.
Yeah, I was excited. I was not expecting this, especially the first joint, the
The intro?
Right now. Yeah, the intro. The intro is crazy
I
because
listen to it every day.
I didn't expect it to be like split up. When the beat when the beat changed, I was like,
is crazy.
huh? I was like, is this the same song or did he go to the next song? And I looked at I picked up the phone and seen, I was like, oh, okay, crazy. Yeah, champagne poetry, like that shit's hard.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
Poppy's Home, dope. I would listen to that shit riding to work and shit. The Girls Want Girls with the
Yeah, my daughter which is wild, right? My daughter like that song. I guess the cadence of it, you know what I'm saying? But I like it too. I ain't gonna lie, I like it too. Like,
yeah, it's a hit. It'll probably be on the radio. In the Bible,
I'm not gonna lie, I skip that song every time.
Yeah, I ain't really.
But I do like it. Like if I'm driving and just play, I'm dazed out. I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
But like if I'm trying to get to the next song I like, like placement is everything. Cause you got in the Bible, then you got love. I love that song, so I want to skip it to get to that song.
To the Love All, yeah, Love All was hard.
I didn't like it at first, but the second, third, fourth, like the sixth, seventh, I was like, oh, Hov is spitting.
I had to bring it back when his whole started talking about niggas was trying to kill him.
Well,
he got a bigger in the two.
I knew he was talking about.
I said, what is this nigga talking about? Hold up, did I miss something? Like, did he say something direct? And I was like, did I miss that? And I went back immediately. Like, I usually don't do that on first listens. But when I heard that shit, like Hov talking crazy. And I was like, oh, let me see what's going on.
Did you ever find it's about this friend he had named Haven? And
I did see that. I did see that.
So it's almost like the Haven been poking at him for years, a little bit now. Not poking at him, but just talking. And I think this is his response to the Haven. Like, this is why we not cool. You keep telling people I just left you or I just did this, but it's probably deeper than that. When you're not going into the surface parts of what you gonna get to later on. Remember, mark that as a standpoint, but it's just deeper. Like it's deeper than just me not paying your bill. There's probably a reason behind it. I know something that you maybe don't think I know, type shit. But even listening to Drake verse, I like the songs, and I'm happy that they was able to get a song together because off that was not it for me. And I did like Pound Cake, don't get me wrong, but
that's the joint with DJ Paul produced on Scorpion.
Nah, off that was on. I like that too, but nah. Scorpion was. I mean, off that was on Blueprint 3. Some nigga with off that.
Totally forgot
I'm just saying,
that.
like they got collabs that's not like it's Hov and Jay and Drake. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of them ones where like, hey, this is Hov and Drake. This would give me some Rockefeller type collab. This is the real Hov verse. Hov don't give out real Hov verses like that no more. You know what I'm saying? They still be fire, but it's not like this is the whole verse. This is like vintage Hov. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And which is funny because the last time he done DJ Khaled, he was just this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So
that shit crazy.
It's odd to hit them on a song like that when they've been dissing each other for the last 4 or 5 years. Probably 7-10 years now. Yeah. So I like that. Fair Trade, I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
That shit is crazy.
I guess I liked it too much at first. I don't listen to it too much now.
Yeah.
But I do like, and plus everybody keep captioning it. It's just like, I don't know. It's one of the things.
Captions out for that? They doing that?
Son, all they keep saying is it's a fair trade to me. And I'm like, bro.
Oh yeah.
First of all, you gotta bring it back. First of all, that's another thing.
That shit a lot, yeah.
Y'all ain't been losing friends and finding peace.
Yeah.
Your friends been leaving you and they found peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not you.
What are you talking about?
Just because you lost friends, I mean, you found peace. You were the disruption. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. Number two, I like it though. I'll tell you, I don't like Way Too Sexy like that though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy. I like the concept of it. Yeah. And I think that Drake is smart, which is why I say versatile. He's smart because I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on the album. You can go through each track unless you want to, but my thoughts on the album is like this. I like it. It's not my favorite Drake album.
Hell no.
But I think it's just crazy, right? I like this. Might be now. It's not my least favorite either, but the Drake album that people don't like, I found that I like. Maybe because what I was going through in that time span, what he's talking about, you know, and it relate to me. This is cool, but I feel like he tapped so many markets and genres for the album. It's hard to put it as one album. Now, had he had maybe 12, 13 songs, it'd be a classic.
Cut something out of here, yeah.
But what do you like? Well, I know the cut out. I know what I don't like. But I feel like as you making this project, like when you making it, what do you really want to cut out? Because me personally, I would have cut out the song with 21 Savage, and I would give it 21 Savage. That's me though. I'm not saying it's not good.
Turn the niggas into booty clappers. I said, what is this nigga talking about? I tried to break that bar down. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like
I ain't know what.
I like they collabs, but that's a 21 Savage song to me. I feel like that's something. He dropped this shit, didn't he?
Nah, yeah, Savage.
That should have been on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
feel like it's a good song, but it's not a Drake album record. Even after I heard, I was like, oh, Skip, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? I went back, but only song I like from that song, nigga Drake. It's a good line that I know. Like I said, I know niggas don't like Drake. But one of the fire lines, niggas said it's real oppie outside. Like, nigga, you know, that shit is fire to me. Like, to say it's like you weatherman, like niggas oppie outside. Like, hey, stay home, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That shit is funny to me. But I know niggas don't want to hear him saying that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like obviously 7 a.m. Anytime he stamping where he at in the time, he killing somebody.
Yeah,
and it's bad too. Like, and you're not coming back from that probably
every fucking time. Like. No Friends in the Industry was pretty good to me too.
I like,
it sounds like a club. It's a club record.
Yeah, you know what though? I feel
3 6 Mafia.
It's some of these records I could tell maybe the other joint he put out when he put the 3 Little Project out was on there. And he just said, "Nah, let's scale back," because those could have been on there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like those 3, and then none of them is on here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like some of these records could have been on there, and then that would have been classic. Like imagine the album ending on 7 a.m.
That'd been perfect. That's actually perfect.
But you start with Champagne Poetry, go into Daddy's Home, dissing niggas, whatever, and then you end in with that, and then you put the best records in between. Oh, it's crazy. But my favorite record on the song, to be honest with you, I'm gonna let you tell yours. It is. I'm trying to look at it. Oh yeah, I don't know. Raise My Mind. I guess I'm a lover. Bro. I like chicks, so that's my joint. I can listen to the 7 a.m. and Raise My Mind back to back. I'm good to go. Like. That's my favorite joint though, Raise My Mind. I know it's not gonna be an album cut like for a single and like that, but for what it is, I like it though. And I like when he do them singing and rapping. That's my favorite Drake is the singing and rapping. Yeah. So, what's your favorite joint in the album?
It gotta be out of Pipe Down or Fair Trade. Both of those have gotten a lot of play.
You out of pocket. Hold on, let's get into this. Why is Pipe Down your? Because you keep saying this back pockets on your ass. Like why that line? Why that?
That shit is so funny, bro. I was on your ass like back pockets.
But why you like it so much though?
Like I don't know. It's just funny to me. It's not even like a bad lyrical bar, but it's just funny to me. Like that's how much he was on your ass, like trying to get you, like.
But.
Back pockets. Like, it sounded like some old timers shit. Like, yeah. Somebody from the South would say.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Where we at? I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. So, with your take on the album, right? Do you think that you like this album more because as a man, and I've known you for 2 years, so I've seen you go through relationships or friendships or situationships, whatever. Do you feel like those kind of help you like the album more now? Because I feel like,
oh yeah,
when I first talked to you, like you wasn't really not messing with Drake, but you wasn't messing with him. But now that I see like you having these situations, you like living, I feel like you relating to it more now. You like, okay,
yeah, definitely, okay, especially Pipe Down. Pipe Down was
trying to tell you,
getting played in the whip over and over again.
Hey man, these chicks is devious, man.
Shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. But honestly, to me, right, like you cut it off at a great point. The 7 a.m. at Bridle Path, I can do without everything else.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like they're not terrible songs, but I can do without everything else. I mean, You Only Live Twice. It was dope to hear it at that time, but it's not better than the first YOLO.
Or Lord Knows.
Yeah, Lord Knows. It's not better than those songs. Yeah. It's like kind of how, I got this from Rory Mal. Rory Mal was basically saying like, well, Roy specifically.
This nigga still in takes.
No, specifically, he was like, that's why I'm saying this name. I'm quoting those. I don't want to sound like I just stole his take and shit because somebody might have watched Rory Mal. And Rory was saying like, it sounds like on this album, he was trying to like recapture other Drake moments.
Yeah, recreate them.
And then put them in here. It sounded like the nigga went and tried to make a Drake album instead of it being Drake. Because it's like, you only live twice. That's literally saying like, yo, this is like the sequel to YOLO, y'all. Yeah. Like, this is the sequel to Hell Yeah Fucking Right. Like, you doing shit like that. Like, nobody... Stop making sequels, like.
But one thing I can say is every Drake album they say the same thing about Drake. They, like Joe Budden or Roy Olam, they kind of say it sounds like he's trying to do. So at some point, I feel like, and I feel the same way. But I also feel like maybe that's just the sound.
Yeah.
You know, it could be that that's just the sound. So it ain't broke. I ain't gonna fix it. You know,
Sometimes you have to. Formula.
It's just a formula. You're right. Shit, nigga, somebody can make the same song a bunch of times. People do it all the time. That's all. That's all the EDM records.
Eminem.
I'm gonna get me started, man. Why you had to bring him in this conversation? We talking about good music. And
it was just that exact point with saying different things and being the same song.
From now on, man, you come on the podcast, don't bring Eminem name, man. When we talking good music from now on.
I can't do that anyway. You niggas in the comments be wildin'. I seen that shit.
Oh yeah, but Eminem niggas be paragraphs by Eminem, boy. They don't play by him.
No, he could have brought up valid points, but he didn't do enough research.
Fuck that nigga,
What you talking about, man? Get your fucking facts right, buddy.
I'll have your ass.
Nigga, like, relax.
That shit is crazy. But I think musically, like, it's in a good state right now. But with all the songs, I think we have to think. This is what I said earlier. We're gonna come back. It's all full circle now. Think about it. When you making an album and you trying to break records and you trying to do that, you have more songs. The more songs, the more play attempts, the more numbers you might break, records you might break. And I think that's why you're getting these 20-song albums. Chris Brown was ahead of the game at first, but it happened to be Chris Brown. So everybody ain't gonna rock with it because he hit that girl. So that's what it is. Double disc, double albums. You know what I'm saying? People doing that for streaming numbers anyway. You just lucky if you can make a great body of work still. But Drake, I'm gonna say Kendrick too. He might not agree, or people might not agree. Cole, they can't afford to, when they drop, not break some kind of record. You know, because almost like if you don't, then you ain't do nothing. When you a heavy hitter, somebody like Lil Baby can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just certain rappers, like even NBA YoungBoy, like certain rappers can do that, and they're not heavy hitters though. To us, they just popular rappers. You know what I'm saying? No respect to Lil Baby because he can rap, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I like the album. I think it's good. I'm content with it. This is the first album that I've ever heard people actually like from Drake that don't really like Drake. So either everybody going through their own little thing and they just feeling his music more, or either he just winning them over now, or the music is that good. I don't know what it is. But I ask you that because I know sometimes when you go and you mature in life, you start to like older music. So I remember when I got older, I would go back to listen to old whole albums, and I love them because I understand it now. You done been through that. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So even when it comes to like dealing with women and like you coming out of the shell you might have been in, to whereas when you were in high school you understood it. You like the music because it's in. That's one thing. But to like the music because you can relate to it and you can. I got that same story. I ain't got the money like him.
Yeah.
But that story is my story. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you like the music more, and now you start to like the music, and you can also appreciate the artist now because you know, because you're an artist, how hard it is to actually write. It's hard to write about people like that and be witty with it, and it to be like catchy, because sometimes it's so personal that it's not even catchy. You know what I'm saying? But like he's able to do it with personal, and it's like he walk it. I don't know how he do it, but he walk it, and I feel like I can visualize it.
Yeah.
Because I go through it, you know. So, shout out to him, man. I can hats off to him. But I do think you said he's not no pressure. I do think Kendrick has got a little pressure on him, and I only say that because if he was to drop it like in social media, if you drop a dub right now, people automatically trying to change them slots up every day.
Popcorn era. I just told somebody that today.
The only difference is these niggas don't make popcorn every year. So my thing is this: the pressure is on because once you realign them this year, if you have to, depending on when K-Dot drop, we looking at another 2, 3, 4 years before we can re-rank them again.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless somebody just take off, which
go on a fucking feature run or something like Cole did.
Yeah, but it could be Kendrick that do the feature run this time. I don't see Drake doing it, but
that'd be great if he did that.
But it's really all on Cole, and I feel like to end with music at least, album wise though, I like Cole album still.
Over them, yeah.
And I didn't say that. Cole,
not over them, but like because you didn't even listen to Kanye. So
I'm not. He's not in my category. He's not in my top dog. He's a legend. He's not in this. Drake. Everything Drake said about him on the album is true. He's not the same thing. But I put Cole album as best rap album still. But as of right now, yeah, Drake had the best album to me. But I would say Cole had the best rap album. And when I say that, I'm saying like when I listen to it, I can just drive and visualize what he's saying. Drake's, I'm trying to get in tune with it. I might be thinking about somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like so much go through your mind when you listen to his music versus when Cole, I'm just thinking about life. He rapping to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different feel. But best rap album, just lyrically wise and just as far as MCing, is Cole right now. But Drake got the best album right now, obviously for the year. So see what Kendrick gonna do if he gonna drop this year. You know, checking out.
I would say it's either Cole or Tyler the Creator.
See, now I'm not gonna doubt him because a lot of people I know that I respect their musical opinion said that the album was fire.
It was crazy.
It's just, you know, I'm lazy. I can't type that in my phone for some reason.
It's for like y'all.
It's for
like,
me?
Yeah, because like
what
the
you mean
people,
y'all? What you mean y'all?
Like, cause you wouldn't listen to like an old Tyler album, but this one you probably listen to.
So what is it like though? Like what kind of content? Like y'all? What you mean?
It's spitting. It's like
okay.
like no it's,
punchlines like witty. Or,
yeah, it's not a lot of. It is some colorfulness in there, but it's not really like colorful. It's kind of like similar. I'm not comparing the artists or the content, but I'm saying like how we felt with the Benny Butcher album, kind of like that.
I know.
I'm not saying
I might pop it in
like,
now because
I'm not saying
Benny had the
exact,
album.
Yeah, I know. But that's
I'm still mad they changed that intro with him and Rick Ross because
shit is crazy.
I like, even though that one is fire, but
Wait,
the other one
is it
just,
changed on yours too now? It's changed on Apple Music now?
Yeah. I think
they
must have heard you say some shit the next week. I'm like, oh.
I'm on Tidal, bro. Shout out to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Tidal.
Why are you shouting at Jay-Z?
Oh, yeah. That nigga did sell the couple.
This nigga behind the culture. Hey, speaking of culture, this is a quick shift. I know it ain't nothing but, you know, we just freestyling. What'd you think about the other night when we was here, bro? Pause. But, you know, we was here and we had my man in there talking, right? I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Not about them, just about the conversation. I know this is like a way off thing, but I don't care. I might clip this up anyway. YouTube might get a full version. What do you think about like people that have that conflict of they have white in their family somewhere? So for
like close.
Yeah, let's say no more than third generation type deal. Great granddaddy, you know what I'm saying? Or great grandfather, whatever. What you think about somebody like that not being able to see through the same lens as somebody like us that are fully black? Like they look black and he didn't look white at all. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't say that,
I would never.
He went to HBCU.
Yeah.
But still not being able to see life through our lens. You know, me, you, Q got the different lenses, don't get me wrong. But it's almost like he was saying, like, he kind of was saying you got to forgive slavery a little bit. I felt like that's what I was getting from the vibe I was getting from him.
Okay, that's what I heard off rip.
That's I dozed off and fell asleep a little bit, but go ahead.
I think you heard the same thing. Like it sounded like he was saying that, and then he came back and nipped in the bud, and it sounded like what I got from when he reiterated before Q and said, "Well, I'm saying names and shit. I'm tripping."
No, you good.
But yeah. Before he said that, he basically was saying like he understands and sees that conflict within himself, and instead of like getting mad at that conflict, that's what it sounded like he was talking about. Instead of thinking about that conflict like the black white thing, thinking about that every single day, he'd rather put that energy towards his family or towards having a better life versus thinking about this conflict the whole time. I don't think he necessarily disagree or say he can't see what we see, what we go through and everything. I think he meant like when he reiterated now. Because at first, that's exactly what I thought when he said that, and I think that's why he started getting riled up. I think he basically was talking about just the conflict of not forcing himself to think about the conflict all the time, forcing energy on the conflict the whole time when he can use that towards better things and further his life beyond.
Well, in that aspect, I agree with him on that. Like if you want to do that. You know, I'm not sitting here just. I don't see white people and be like, oh, slavery. I don't. That's not a thought I have.
Yeah.
It's not until certain things are said and certain moves are made, or you know what I'm saying, depending on certain situations. And I still don't think slavery. I just think that's when I'm led to come to the conclusion like, okay, damn, the world is like this.
Mm-hmm. It's like a
And
system.
then you know the system. You start thinking like that. But I don't sit there and think about. I know people probably think that 'cause I say a lot of racist jokes, not racist, but racial jokes, whatever. But I do that just to light the room up. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna be real. I'm gonna be in a room. I'm black. You white. I'm gonna tell you if you white, you white.
Yeah.
I don't care how urban you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how your mustache, what kind of haircut you got. You can have a dark Caesar, you're white. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know every day. Just like you, let me know I'm black. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it just was wild. The other night I was thinking, I went home. I was like, damn, what that song I could talk about? I would never talk about on a podcast because they was drunk, and I don't want to talk people that's drunk because they can't get their words out. They cutting each other off. Then sometimes like you get too loud, that person not loud, and it's like it seems like it's about to go down. It's just I ain't got time for that on this platform, man. We trying to, we trying to make bigger and better things, man.
Go without the cups. There's cups of alkaline water in here, man. Come on, man.
Nah,
switch
hell
it up.
nah.
Change the energy. We just have.
That's a half hour Black Power type
nice,
of
sober
episode.
Yeah.
He should bring that back and have the man on it. That'd be dope.
That'd be dope. They have this conversation. They can go have their notes together and everything.
Yeah. So, like publicly, like showing.
Showing what?
Like you might be upset with somebody, right? Like, what do you think about jabbing like that on social media? Like, you okay with that? Like going jab back and forth? Like how?
You mean like open? Like am I openly tagging this person saying their name and shit?
No, I'm saying like
I'm just getting steam.
Y'all might be going back and forth. Y'all might be going at it type thing.
And we doing this out in the open, like on social media.
You know, I mean, it's hard to say. You know how it is. You might say something like I might not know you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you might talk about this particular situation. Prime example. Because we ain't got relations out. You might post, shake my head, damn. So I'm calling, hey, what's good? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Now, that naked, I ain't gonna know, you know what I'm saying? Because they only talk to somebody that's in third. But like, you okay with that? You know what I'm saying? That kind of exchange, or that you kind of shy away from that?
I mean, that's all right. Cause
I'm
like,
talking the other person too. Like, other person might be saying some slick stuff.
Back and forth.
Yeah, but like y'all not saying it to each other. Y'all just kind of like.
Oh, it's no saying it to each other at all. Oh, nah. I mean, you gotta.
What if y'all openly talking? Like, what if y'all texting, but y'all still like.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we need to address it. The only time I do that is when I've addressed it and I'm still mad. So I just say something like that's a little off the scene. Cause I could put it in a song, but it won't be out there. Like I need to release it. You know what I'm saying? Just get it off my chest. That energy or whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? And get it out there. That's really what it be with me. I don't do it to start. If I wanted to do it to start a back and forth and shit, I would tag the person and be like, yo, but that defeat the whole purpose. I might as well just go ahead and talk to you. And usually with that, I've already talked to the person. I'm just still mad and I don't want to bring that energy back into that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just, just spell it out there in the universe.
Well,
nobody know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You being an artist, right? And just you being an artist. And we just talk about Drake, Loverboy, all that stuff. Do you think you could ever make them type of songs where you put, because you in your 20s, you got a good journey ahead of you. Do you think you can ever like document your life through songs like that way and be as open?
Coming soon. Yeah, I've had those conversations with you and Sade and other people. Like, yo, like I know you. Like for real. You're not talking about that. Like
I be wanting you to diss them. I'm not gonna lie.
You should talk about this. You should put that out there.
Diss
you
them, bro.
Do that. And I just been so not necessarily, kind of considerate of other people's feelings about that involved in those situations that I've been throughout my life. Not even just like relationships or just, certain moments or other shit that's going on. I be thinking about how the other person may feel about hearing that. But it's like, same point, how do I feel? I need to get that off my chest. And I be holding that shit in. And it's way better to just let that out. Because there might be other people that's going through those same situations that can relate to that. So yeah, that's coming soon.
But you don't think like, okay, so you don't think like, okay, you're not talking. Do you never wonder when you stop talking to somebody or y'all fall out or you into a new talking stage with somebody else or whatever? You don't ever wonder if that old person is listening to your music at all?
That's only came up because I think you said something about that on a podcast.
I'm asking you
we
in general
did.
though. I'm saying like in general.
No. Before I didn't, but like until we had like that podcast where we said something about that, about people listening, like probably listen to your podcast after y'all and fell out, they still like it and stuff. Like they just showing like real support. Like they still fuck with the product. They might not talk to you. Y'all might not talk no more. Y'all might not be on good terms, but they still fuck with what you're doing. And that means that was like straight up genuine instead of it just being like because y'all was cool. Like it was just because
I got you.
he's my man's. I'm gonna do it like that. As soon as he's not my man's, I'm gonna fuck that. That shit trash, and that might not even be true. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I haven't thought about that before, but now I do. I do think about that. But now I'm transitioning even further past that point. I don't really.
And I only asked that question because like a lot of people favorite quotables or people songs they like, whether it's from Drake or from Cole, and they or anybody, they pulling from these personal experiences. Mm-hmm. I wonder if they had that person in mind. I wonder if they're gonna think if they're gonna like this or not. But it's like it's your music, it's your art. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my truth.
Why should somebody else have to?
Mm-hmm.
You know? I want to speak about that though. When you say my truth, like, because I had not a situation, but just thinking about people I'm cool with, whether I speak to them or not. I might be friends on Facebook, we don't talk on a regular basis, right? I think sometimes people use that term, my truth, and I think that's different from truth though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you be telling your truth. I think you be telling the truth. To me, yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Because you always say both sides. You never give me a rendition of your.
I'll tell you my fuck up.
But some people will give you only the rendition of their truth, like the stuff that they want you to know.
Yeah,
they'll tell you that somebody slapped the shit out of them, but they won't say. But did. I spit on them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They won't say what they did to lead up to that.
Yeah,
falling
and
up like that. Yeah.
You know, I think a lot, you know what I'm saying? Now, and I think I post sometimes, right? But sometimes I'll share something, and I feel like somebody might have been, or people that might have felt a certain way. It don't bother me, though. Because I'm empowered by it, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with everybody. Even if I see them today, I'll speak to them. But whatever I share, I feel like sometimes people, when you share stuff, people be feeling so hit that they feel like they had to respond. Mm-hmm. Not to you, though, just to social media. Mind you. But mind you, I'm not even thinking about that. It just so happens that I'm not dumb. I'm like, damn, what got you so fired up? But you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not dissing nobody, but it's like, let's say me and you on social media, right? Yeah. Let's say, for instance, you got 7 friends and I got 50. It's like, bro, who else you talking about unless you're on your friends? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like sometimes people, and I'm all for people growth. Like I feel like you can you could do whatever, you can mess up, you can do somebody dirty, whatever it can be. And you can grow from it, whether you lose a friendship or you just learn or you just sit back and meditate or think about life and you want to move on and do better things. That's cool. Mm-hmm. My only thing is just because you grew don't mean that I forgave you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or don't mean that my life ain't still in some kind of messed up form or whatever the case may be. Or I mean, it don't still affect me that this happened or that happened. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like sometimes people be saying, man, my growth is this, my growth. And that's all well and good. I never show nobody growth. It just ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I don't go around saying, hey, I know you grew, but blah, blah, blah. No, I just speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you growing and you feel like something that I'm doing or saying is talking about your growth hindering me, you don't need to see what I'm saying. And so we shouldn't be friends on social media or something, whatever it can be. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like just because you grow don't mean you stop facing the things you did. You know what I'm saying? People can grow in jail, but that don't mean they still gonna do 25 years.
Yeah.
You know, you might grow in 7 years, but you still got 18 more to go. Mm-hmm. Every day you gotta face it. You know what I'm saying? So I think people get mad when you make them face that, or they feel like I don't know what it is. I can't speak on it. Like I feel like any people that I feel like I've not saying they're done wrong, but you can say done wrong or hurt or whatever it can be. I'm okay with that. We don't have to be friends, like, cause I know I'm not gonna want to hear about it every day. Mm-hmm. I'm move on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I'm trying to grow and move on from it, then we just can't be cool no more if you're gonna bring it up all the time. But deal with it. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? With you dealing with it, just don't involve me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna separate myself so I don't have to face that, because I'm not trying to face that every day. Hey, you did this. All right, well, you know. But I'm also not going to parade like I'm just this top of the earthly guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I like a human. But I also like, I'll apologize if I have to. I try not to if I can't. I'm not apologizing like that. But if I have to, I will though.
Yeah.
But I think people have a problem doing that. Like I had somebody one time, I think they did something. I don't know what it was. Like we weren't speaking, but whatever we wasn't speaking about, it wasn't about nothing they did. When they first time came back, they was like, "Hey, did I do something to you?" And I just, of course I'm gonna say no, but I got upset. I'm like, why would you ask me if you did something to me for?
Yeah.
Like that's like I just prefer you to say, hey, look, man, I did X, Y, Z. That was messed up. Hopefully you forgive me. If not, blah, blah. But don't ask me if did you do something to me. Because now that's like, to me, it's like, it's still cowardly. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even acknowledging the fact that you did something. You want to
See if you felt some
see if I'm going to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Or see if I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or see if I may not have been talking for this reason. You know, and that's corny to me. But teach his own. You know, people say they're grown, so they got to grow. What's next for you, man? What's next for you? What you got coming up? Besides the music, I know.
Oh yeah, besides the music, we got 9 to 5 behind the scenes videos dropping soon. We had to get some shit done. Like I just changed my name and everything, so been trying to get these other songs that they got stuck on my YouTube. I went and changed my name. It was other Jason X's. That was a part of why I changed my name too. So the other Jason X's that was already on my YouTube changed like on some weird shit. As soon as I changed my name to I Love You Jace, they changed, like the YouTube itself changed all the names on those songs that's not mine to I Love You Jace to keep it on.
Got you. So
I've been going through back and forth for YouTube trying to get that taken off, and then I'm going to take off the old 9 to 5 video because we got to re-release it anyway because they got to put the new updated name across there and everything. But yeah, 9 to 5 video coming out soon.
What? I don't know if you got into it or not. I know, but I'm for the people. Yeah. What's the exact reason why you wanted to change your name?
I've been wanting to, honestly, because this Jason X, I felt like it would just, I don't know, it didn't feel very free. It felt kind of limiting to me, like as far as the type of music that I could have made with that name. Like you hearing that name, like just marketing wise, cause I have that kind of mind too. It's just like when you hear that name, you don't think certain shit. You think like Ye Shrug, you think Nobody's, you think that type of version of me, the lyrical dark. And I don't want to do that my whole fucking time, like my whole career. I don't want to be doing like the same type of shit. And just because it just matches with that name, I feel like I Love You Jace is a lot more positive, which is a better representation of me. Like I'm a positive person. And that's pretty much what it is. Like before my Instagram name used to be Don't Fuck With Jace. It still is on PSN, on PlayStation Network. If you're trying to play, some 2K or whatever, Don't Fuck With Jace. But yeah, it came from there. It was just like the energy of that, like listening to like Nipsey Hussle talk or Wallow 267 on Instagram, like listen to them saying how much words carry power. And you look at, like, I ain't gonna go into all their names, but like it's rappers that have talked about death a lot in their songs that they wind up dying. Mm-hmm. But it's like you talked about it so much, like this is gonna happen to me, this is gonna happen to me, this is gonna happen, and then it fucking happened. So it's just like I didn't want that energy of don't fuck with Jason, and I have people like really don't fuck with me. I didn't want that to happen. I was like, hell no. I was like, let me change that. And it wound up being I Love You Jace just for the Instagram and shit. But then people liked it. Cause then every time you say that name, you saying that you love me.
Right.
I love that energy. I want that energy to come towards me, the love, like. So that's pretty
now you gotta rap different too. You can't be all aggressive and mean. Now you gotta smile a little bit. You gotta show some positive vibes, man.
The thing with love is that
you already started on that.
It can be tough love too. So like it can be tough love too. I can be saying some
nah, because they're not saying I tough love Jace. They just saying I love Jace, bro.
That's still love though. At the end of the day, you try to help me grow and shit.
Nigga trying to subside it, man. Nah, you can't be subsiding shit, man. Damn well, so I wanted to end with this. Like, so you've been around me doing episodes and stuff. Like, this was just one of the things we just do. I want to throw something out. I want to put some content out. I thought I was gonna have some content out this week, but it's taking a minute for Slim to edit it. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, so I want to put something out. But what do you think? Like, if you had to describe, right, just from your point of view of what I do when I'm doing this, like, give me a rundown of what all I do when I'm on the mic, behind the mic, all that. Like, give me a rundown of what you think my job is.
What your job is? Like, what do you mean, like behind?
As a podcaster.
As a podcaster.
Yeah. So like what do all I do when you to you?
You capture like life, like you narrate life basically, like, and that's why you bring in other people. Like, basically, Morning Masters is you narrating the life of Augusta or the CSRA. You bringing in people and they telling their stories and stuff, and it's stuff about what's going on around here, and then you'll have moments where you're narrating just life's period, not even just it don't have to be local. It can be about some shit that happened in Africa or something, or the Karen Civil thing or something like that. You can just be talking about everything. So you like breaking it down to where it's listenable for everybody to get, because some shit, you're making a conversation, honestly, too. It's not even just narration. You're making it a conversation to people, dialogue. People can go back and forth, because some people might not even have those people around them that even have that conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With those mindsets and shit. So they listen to you and be like, oh, yeah, I was thinking the same thing, man. Or if you did say something they didn't agree with, they hit you in the comments, so they can hit you directly in DM, and have that conversation, that dialogue with you.
Well, I asked that. I was just trying to make sure, because I had contact with somebody else, and I don't put my names out and stuff, but I want to make sure it wasn't nothing to do with me, though. So I want to make sure I was good, because that person's camp didn't think the same of that person. I want to make sure that people I'm around don't think I just come in here and press record and go.
Nah, hell no.
But apparently people think that's what people do. You just come in, press record, and you go. Even this was like tough, because I'm so structured, so we just kind of talking just to talk. But I wanted to end with the whole record, the whole Drake record. I know we touched on it briefly, right? But I wanted to break it down a little bit. So like, when you think about that record, right? What's the first couple of things come to your mind when he's, whether the lyrics or the chorus and Jay-Z verse, like what you think about when you hear that record?
When he's talking about all we respect is violence, we playing violence, or the goddamn I got $1 billion or $2, I know where the fuck you live, and all that shit. Like, it just sound like he was fed up with whoever was doing something or saying something. He is tired of them niggas talking all this gangsta ass shit. He's like, nigga, you're not doing nothing to me. But not even are you not doing something to me, you can't do nothing to me. I got the advantage. I can take you out anytime. Sit down somewhere, nigga. Like, relax. Like, I'm being cool. Like, I'm being nice by just letting you breathe right now. Like, that's being enough.
That's what it sound like too,
ain't
it?
Like by letting you breathe in oxygen in and out, I'm being nice. Like, that's more than enough of a fucking favor. Go sit down somewhere type shit. That's why I felt from it. I was like, damn, it's really powerful. Like, let me go wind that back.
But when you think about it, like, he probably could have been did a cease and desist on the dude, and he can never say nothing like, I'm letting you eat. You making money off talking about me. Every interview you got, they don't interview because you're talking about me. So, and I could easily have gotten you taken care of. Like, like, I know where you at. I know where I can get you touched if I wanted to.
And nobody would know I did it.
So, and I think that's another thing. Like, people don't understand sometimes, like, I know this. I can do this. Me choosing not to should be also showing you that I love you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just choosing not to go that route. So you should choose how you talk about me a little differently. How you may make subtle statements about me a little differently. But and that's whole verse, right? And they both was talking about something totally different. But I think the Drake, and this is all kind of going twine with stuff too, but I think the part about the Drake verse that I liked about it, he was like, a lot of falling outs helped me build a foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, that it's a few. I mean, Drake is like a one-liner king. He got a lot of one-liners with like, oh shit, I mean a lot. I think he said something, I can't burn a bridge like my way, or something like that. That mean a lot too. But the falling out foundation part is dope because I think about it. I'm pretty sure you had the same thing. When you fall out with somebody, like for real, a lot of times you don't. It causes you to adapt to different things. So whether it's your best friend, a nigga you trusted, a girl you trusted, like every time you fall out with somebody, like you get stronger somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So they help you build like your own team. Or I might fall out with somebody I'm real close with. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta look at everybody around me like I'm closer with this person. I fell out, so let me make sure everything right over here. Yeah. Now I'm my team better, my team tighter. Like you're not gonna grow unless you have some fault, not even just falling out, but unless you have some mishaps, some mistakes. A lot of times the falling out is lack of communication. Is some, whether it's on your part, their end, it's something lost somewhere. And I feel like that to me that stood out a lot to me because I guess too just like where I'm at in life right now. Like obviously you know me, so you know like whether it's just like my work stuff or whatever. But I feel like even the last couple of months anyway, the way I'm viewing things is different. The way I move is a little different. How I feel about people a little different. You know what I'm saying? I might be really cool and rock with somebody, but on a normal basis, it might have gave in to something regarding a person or my man's or whatever it can be, right? But now, like, I be standing firm on stuff. Like, oh, nah, I'm good. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what it is, like, any kind of temptation, whether it's women, my man's, like, just something with that I know is not good for me, like, I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? But what you find is that people that you care about and you all cool with, they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like you changing, and really you are. But I'm not changing for nothing reason. It's just that since I've been changing. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Almost like you with the name, right? You said like you don't want to have that energy on you. So since I've been changing things been changing for me. That's how I look at it. You know. So I don't know if you ever had that kind of like situation, but the reason why I bring it up because I was gonna tell you like, and I like to share stuff. If I can, like this year, like what I definitely learned is that the stuff that I thought mattered don't matter. Like once it stopped mattering to me a little bit, and I just was zeroed in on focusing on like what mattered, like everything just changed for me, like for the better. Like everything, every single thing, every aspect of life right now changed for the better. Decisions, like money, of course, happiness, like you know what I'm saying, like peace of mind, confidence, everything, any column of life that you would like to check off and just have a high attribute in. I feel like it went higher, all because like I just changed how I was moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'd rather be dolo. Like I hung with you, of course, and I do the same. I tell you the same thing. Like you just call me, we'll do this. I try to talk to you and do this, but instead of doing that, and those are the reasons why. Obviously, you're a little younger, so I expect you to want to kind of do your own thing and find your own way. Cause I feel like that's the best way is finding your own way. But at the same time, I would be remiss or I wouldn't be the person I am if I didn't say, hey, I'm just gonna tell you, hey, you know, if you do this, that, and third, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I am. I might joke with you. I know I joke with you a lot, like you don't listen. You do listen. Just, you know, I'm just saying, like musically, and I understand that 'cause I don't make music. So I could tell you what sound good. You might be like, yeah, it do sound good, but nigga, I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might not want to tell me that, nigga, I can't do that. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard you say that, you know what I'm saying? But as I'm thinking about it now, even that has changed. So I always say that about you, but like when I'm driving or I'm just chilling, I'm thinking about everything. So I might just have a moment I'm just driving like, this nigga Juan don't listen, bro. But then I might think like, you know what? He might can't do it. Yeah. He might just want to tell me, I can't do that, man. Like what you want with that part, I can't do that. And I have to be okay with that, you know what I'm saying? but I applaud the fact that you be like, okay, and you'll try, you know what I'm saying? Or we just won't speak about it again, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a little soliloquy. I thought like that. Sometimes music it causes you to think about different things, and them verses made me think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like where I'm at in life, like right now, so much stuff is changing for me that even in times I feel like I try to like reach back, but I can't. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the quickest way to have your downfall. You know what I'm saying? Like I be turning around, but you got to keep don't do that. Just keep going, bro. Like it's not that leaving somebody behind. Yeah, because I'm just going in a certain direction. Yeah. And they may belong in the direction with me at some point, but at some point they might get up there with me. Yeah. I just can't stop and turn around and wait for them. Because I got shit I got to do. I got 2 girls, you know what I'm saying? I got moves to be made, and I'm not even done doing this I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff to do. And what I like about my life the most is like I've always been around older people. Even like now, in my late 20s, I always older women. Like, so I think what I learned from like them, or whether it's older my homeboys, like whether it's Q or just OGs, whatever, women, whatever. Like it's pros and cons. I like seeing them and being around them and interaction with them. I learned it's some things I do like about, and I will take from them to when I get that age, whether it's 40, 45, whatever. But also some things I know that when I'm that age, I do not want to be dealing with this or that. I want to have certain shit squared away.
Yeah.
At that point. And I think that's the beauty of like my life that I had. Like I'm willing to and not that I'm looking down upon nobody, because it's not the case. I look up to everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I take the good and the bad of everybody's situation. I'm like, so I don't want that problem.
Yeah.
I do want that problem. So like I don't want to be, when I'm 42 or something like that, right? I want to be able to give my mother, if she needs something, here, take that. I do it now, so I'm happy with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to be. I don't borrow money from my mother if I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to provide for her because so long she provided for me. It's just certain goals that I have in my life that I want to accomplish. I want to hit.
Yeah.
And and like seeing certain situations, like damn, I don't want to be like that. I'm not downing them or looking down at them, but it's like I want to be the opposite.
Yeah.
Just like it's certain things where I see and I know where I'm headed. I'm like, damn, that's a good idea they got. So I need to change how I'm moving because I want to be like that. So I see both, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. And I would definitely advise you to do the same. Like if you're looking at somebody, whether it's me, I got pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? You might want to be married when you're 30. I don't want to be single when I'm 30. You might want to be married. You know, wouldn't I recommend, but you might, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you might, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes for some people, marriage is just happiness, bro. I'm not saying that I'm against it or I'm not against it because, I mean, I do want to be happy eventually at some point with somebody, you know what I'm saying, of course, but, you know, marriage is definitely fickle. It's kind of wild because all that legal stuff, you know. If you don't believe in government, it's, you know, all that stuff, so. You getting the COVID shot, the vaccine?
Next question.
Oh, this nigga. Oh, man, they done got him, man.
Yo. Real shit, the real shit. When he asked me, I totally forgot, I don't know how, but it's been a lot of shit going on. People that in my life personally, they know, but I had a lot of shit going on the past 2 weeks. But I'm on a new team called On Edge Art Collective. You can find it on Instagram. We got a website. All I'm going to say is we coming to take shit over. That's a bold statement to say, but like it's a lot of shit that we got different paths and all the shit we doing right now, the content we pushing out and all that shit. There's a lot of shit coming soon. On Edge Art Collective, though. Yeah.
On Edge.
On Edge.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we got t-shirts. It be on my Instagram probably by the time you see this.
Let me see it.
I'll show you. I don't have it on.
Oh, you don't have it on?
I don't have it on. Is it a washing machine? Is it a washing machine? It's in the washing machine. But yo, you will see it on my Instagram at I Love You Jace. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Definitely shout out to you and the team, man. Y'all doing dope things. Might have pockets with them on here if possible, you know what I'm saying? Me and Slim might work something out because y'all got a kind of big team, so we're gonna need more than one camera probably, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2 angles.
Yeah.
2 or 3 angles.
But yeah, man, this was dope. Like I said, I wanted to put something out just because I know you've been going through your own thing. I've been going through my own thing, and I still want to put content out, and I might be busy, so some stuff you're gonna do, I'm gonna put in the tuck, and then I'm gonna just put it out. I'm lying. I'm probably gonna put it out the next day. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't hold content, bro. I want to put this out right now if I can.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. One last podcast. We out, man. Hit us up. On Edge. He ain't got the shirt on right now, but it's all good. Man. Maybe next time. I don't know. He only gonna be on camera. No big deal.
That's crazy. I've wore it before, actually. On
I hope so. You watching
look
it?
On the episode. Look on the episode with me and Maine sitting on the couch. That's one of the t-shirts.
Don't look at the episode.
If you like that shirt.
Don't look at the episode. You was kind of uncomfortable.
Come on, man.
You was kind of uncomfortable, bro. I got your hand. This is all I need.
Yo.
Go was in that bitch.
God, bro.
Shit, nah, it's Let me sign up, man.